Hey, what's up, Dean? Sear Performance. We are at the shop. It's not that hot out, actually. It looks very bright, but it's not that bright. It's not bad. It's actually pretty nice. Jeff's Camaro up on the lift, all nice and wrapped up. The car is immaculate. Of course, it's got a little bit of the curb scuff, but not a big deal. Car is actually really clean. There's 21, just a tick over 21,000 miles on it. So pretty easy. Okay, not easy to take apart, but everything is coming apart. I have all one piece, the exhaust exactly how it came off. Nothing broke, nothing crazy. I got all the exhaust off. I got the torsion arm off. The convertible top like bracing that goes across the floorboard here. So all of that stuff is off. I started disconnecting everything to drop the whole subframe out. That's the way we're going to do it, because these cars, the motor's tucked so far underneath the firewall. It'll just be easier to get it down and out of the car. I could do the cam swap, the headers, do everything I need to do, minus probably the intake, which I'll probably take off the motor and just make sure that intake actually fits on the motor. It's a little bit taller. I got the coolant drained. Even the coolant is like brand new coolant. So that's like a perfect spotless bucket for once. I'm going to drain the oil out of it, get the filter off of it. And then what I'll do is I have a new filter coming tomorrow. So I'll put a new filter. We are not putting this mile guard stuff back on it. We'll put a Wix filter on it. And then that'll be done there. I'll probably drain some of the transmission fluid. Unfortunately, this pan does not have a drain on it like most GM pans don't, which is stupid, to be honest with you. But I will most likely drain some of the fluid, I'm going to try and drain like 3 quarts out of it, just so that it's below and I don't spill out the back. I'm tired of making a mess and cleaning a mess. I have a very minimal mess right here. Everything else is all cleaned up, so I don't want to make a mess. But so tomorrow I will come in and I will disconnect the brake lines, the struts, the upper control arm. I'm like going through my head as I was taking everything apart. And I want to do the upper control arm so that it falls away from the car and I don't have to fight with it here. I got to disconnect the sway bar mount from the frame. This piece of like dust guard rubber, it's only on one side, which is weird, but disconnect that. It does look like he has a little bit of a power steering rack leak, or leak on the rack. I got to disconnect that, is right there. Then go back up top. I already got the lower radiator hose off, but then go back up top and I will disconnect all the wiring harness. There's a ground here. Like I kind of went through in my head and made a little checklist of everything I needed to disconnect off the car. Got, the O2s are disconnected and stuff so that I could drop this down. I just did it on the Firebird, but that was a little bit simpler because it wasn't all factory. He's got like aftermarket K-member and all that stuff. So just take my time, go through this one a little slow, and then I have a car cover coming for it too. I'm trying to keep all the dust and crap off the convertible top. So that's where I'm at. That is where I'm at. And then we got the mud truck motor. He's got it all cleaned up, painted it his booger green, threw the ball hone through it. Cylinders cleaned up really good. The block cleaned up good enough. I mean, it was bad. This was like a ½ inch of gunk. So he did a good job cleaning it all up. We got to knock the cam bearings out of it. I believe he has the cam bearings here. yeah, he's got the cam bearings here. He's got the injectors here to put on the supercharger. And then we'll just go through once the cam bearings are in. Well, I already checked all the gap on the rings for the other block. I don't know where, oh, that one's at the machine shop. So I checked all the gap on this block and they're all good. There was a few that were off. So we just kind of swapped them around with some of the rings that came out of the motor, which honestly we could have just left, but I'd rather him peel the rings out of it, make sure all the ring grooves are clean and everything. He cleaned all the pistons up today, so it's not too bad. And the rod bearings look like LS rod bearings. These ones actually look pretty good. That one's got a little bit of wear on the top. It's not horrible, so that one's got a little bit. I think we'll be in good shape. Finally be able to get this one together, and then he can take it, get it in the truck. So that is where we're at today. Jeff's car coming apart. I got to do the miracle swap of cars. I'm bringing Jonathan's truck in tonight, and I'll back it in underneath, kind of underneath the Camaro, and then bring everything else back over. So appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified of new videos. Leave me a comment, and as always, have a good day.